Hi everybody. So we're going to go over today's homework. Number 8 says the sophomore class holds a car wash to raise money. A local merchant donates all of the supplies. A car wash costs $5 per car and $6.50 per SUV. If X represents the number of cars, so they give you the let statements, and Y represents the number of SUVs washed, write an equation in standard form. Remember, standard form is AX plus BY equals C, where A, B, and C are integers. Remember that part, that they have to be integers, not decimals or fractions. And we want the equation to show the number of cars and SUVs that they must wash to raise a total of $800. So I know this is going to equal 800. And I know it's $5 per car, so 5x plus, and it's $6.50 per SUV, so 6.5y. Now, technically this is not standard form because you do have a decimal, right? So you need to do one more thing, which is get rid of this decimal right here. So you have options. Remember, the other day we talked about how there are infinitely many versions of an equation in standard form. So if you can multiply by any number to get rid of that decimal, then it'll be a correct version. So if you wanted to multiply by 2, that would give you an equivalent equation, 10x plus 13y equals 1600. That's one version. If you wanted to multiply by 10, where you move the decimal to the right, that becomes 50x plus 65y equals 8,000. So either of these would be fine, or any other version, okay? But this one here needs to be still converted to where the b value is an integer. Okay, now comes number 9, which is a more challenging one. Suppose you're preparing snack mix. You have grams of protein from peanuts and then from granola. So peanuts have 7 grams of protein per ounce. Granola has 4 grams of protein per ounce. So they give you let statements. X is the number of ounces of peanuts. So this is X. And then you have Y is the number of ounces of granola in the snack mix. So when I graph this, my x-axis is going to be the grams of protein from the number of ounces of peanuts in the snack mix. So I'm going to set up my x and y axes. I think I figured out how to do a ruler here. Okay. So I'm going to put in my x-axis here. And I'm going to put in my y-axis here. And as I just said, the x-axis is going to be the number of ounces of peanuts. Number of ounces of peanuts. And since y is the number of ounces of granola, that's going to be my y-axis. Number of ounces granola. So the equation, I'm right on the top here, is going to be 7 times the number of ounces of peanuts, 7x, plus 4 times the number of ounces of granola, which is y, equals, and I want a total of 28 grams of protein. There. Now remember, to graph this, since it's in standard form, the easiest way is to do x and y intercepts. So hopefully for homework you did that, and you set up a little side problem. The x-intercept is where you plug in y to be 0. So you're going to do 7x plus 4 times 0 equals 28. This 0 will drop out. 7x equals 28. That means that my x-intercept is 4. So that means that on the x-axis here, you needed to get to 4 over here on the x-axis. Be careful, make sure you're not on the y-axis, that your x-intercept is 4. So I'm going to spread out my my scale a little bit, and I'm going to count. I'm going to do like every 5 units, 5 squares is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would be 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be 2. Actually, that's not going to work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. So that's actually perfect because my x-intercept is right on 4. And then to get my y-intercept, I'm going to sub in that x equals 0. So I have 7 times 0 plus 4y equals 28. This drops out. I now have 4y equals 28, so my y-intercept should be 7. So again, make sure that here on the y-axis, you're at 7. I'm going to do every 2 squares represents 1. So I'm on highlighter. Okay, so this is 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My y-intercept is going to be here, and now you just connect to make the line. Okay, and to do the ruler, I do this. I'm figuring this out. And I'm going to just draw the line in like this. And then we have to label also the line, which is 7x plus 4y equals 28. All right, so again, we're not using slope for these because this way is faster. You could use slope, but this is much, much faster. All right, so hopefully that helps. Oh, and we have part C. Use your graph to find how many ounces of granola you should use if you should use 1 ounce of peanuts. So you're going to go to the graph, and actually the words should have said to approximate. So I'm going to go to the graph, I'm going to go to x is 1, and I'm going to see here, so we have about 5 ounces of granola for 1 ounce of peanuts. So again, I'm going to 1 for x, I'm seeing what the y value is. Okay, so that would be approximately, I'm going to write approximately 5 ounces of peanuts. And then name one solution of the function, explain its meaning in the context of the scenario. So solution of the function is any point on the line. So they're asking you to name any point on the line. And what it means, whatever point you choose, like for example, if I choose this x-intercept, it means that if I use 4 ounces of peanuts and 0 ounces of granola, I will have a total of 28 ounces of protein. Any point along this line is a different combination of ounces of peanuts and ounces of granola that will reach this total of 28. Okay, so, and you can estimate also, but 0,7 would be another one that you could obviously use an exact amount. If I use 0 ounces of peanuts and 7 ounces of granola, that would also get me to 28. And the rest of them are decimal values. So I'm just going to write example. Four comma 0 would mean that 4 ounces of peanuts and 0 ounces of granola would give a total of 28 ounces of protein. So any point along that line would get you to that total of 28. All right. Thank you, guys.